Yes, and welcome to another video. This is the review of the Man City game against Wycombe Wanderers in the Carabao Cup. 6-1. Brilliant game to watch. Great for City, obviously, getting all them goals. We're going to go into some detail in just a moment's time. Let's go for 1,000 likes on this video, guys. So please, check where we're at now. We'll do that deal again. We'll do a deal. If we're not at 1,000, press the like button. If we've hit 1,000... You don't have to press it, you know what I mean?
It's not your job, innit?
That's
you know
a fair deal.
The job has already been done, innit? So you get off scot-free, whereas the other guys, when it's not 1,000, use the ones that we need you, innit? We need you to press it.
That's it, innit? That's a fair deal. That's a fair deal. Make sure you are subscribed. At this time, we need 11 subscribers to get to 39,000 subscribers. So 11 of yous, just please press that red button. Massive shout out to today's sponsor as well as the guys at Manscaped. Manscaped have just recently released their latest edition in ball shaving technology. And it's this, the Lawnmower 4.0. Now, it's got ceramic blades and skin-safe technology, which I consider an absolute must these days, because that helps reduce all them nicks and cuts on your ball sack, lads. You know what I mean? You don't want to be getting them cuts. It's not the one. You know what I mean?
Not the way, innit?
Little bleeds, man.
Bleeds for hours as well, innit? You know what I mean? I bleed out, me.
Yeah, bleed out, man. It's waterproof. It's got a mega long charge. I think it's like 60 hours or something like that. It's obviously wireless charging as well. It's got all the latest technology in there. It's got a torch as well, just in case you forgot and then you need to do it at night time for some reason. Check it out. Links and stuff's in the description. Manscaped.com. Use code EXTRA20, XTRA20, and you'll get yourself a free shipping as well as 20% off. So massive shout out to them. I think there's only one place to start, really, bro. It's Phil Foden.
Phil Foden today. Oh, my Lord. He was incredible. Had a really good first half, really good second half, got himself in a goal, got himself 2 assists. He smashed it. I mean, his goal, the keeper probably should have done better. But just his all-round play. His all-round play was unreal. And it was coming from a position that, I mean, we're used to now seeing him on the left-hand side. The only real time we've seen him in the middle last year was pretty much against Cheltenham in the same competition, actually. But we see him in the middle again today, and him and Kev have a really good link-up play in that midfield, and he just looked mint. He was running the show. Everything was going through Phil Foden, and he was creating everything. So well, it should have been. You know what I mean? It was mint. It was absolutely mint.
He was really good, and it is promising. Obviously, there is a lot of talk about Phil Foden moving into the centre mid position now that Grealish is going to be occupying that left wing. I thought the goal that just sums up Phil Foden is for the Kevin De Bruyne. Phil Foden skips past 3 Wycombe players, puts the ball in for Kevin De Bruyne, who cuts back in and puts it in the bottom corner. Phil Foden tonight was absolutely incredible. We must obviously realise that it was only Wycombe. They're a League One side, you know what I mean? Can he do this in the bigger games? Will he do this against Chelsea, PSG, Liverpool? Because playing in the middle against them teams, it's going to be tricky. You might not get enough space, and you're going to have to be accurate with your passes. Your dribbling success rate's got to be high. He's going to get challenged a lot more. He will have poor games. He will have games where he's quiet, but it's all part of the learning curve for him. You know what I mean? It's the same with Ferran Torres playing as a striker. He'll have quiet games, but it's all part of the learning curve. When you're learning a new position, or for Phil Foden, when you're being played in a position that you've not played in a while, you know, it's going to take you time, and you will have games where you don't play great. You got
to adapt, innit? They have to adapt as a player to their positions.
And it's up to fans to keep backing the players. It's up to the manager not to lose faith at their player in that position and to keep sticking them in there. So I'm absolutely buzzing with Phil Foden tonight. Absolutely, you know, he was magnificent. Right, what we're going to do, because there was 5 academy players. Was it 5? Yeah, there's 5 academy players. Or was there 6? Oh no, there's 6 academy players. We're going to just talk about each one for a minute or so, just so they all get the fair share, you know what I mean? So we'll start off with Egan Riley, played right back. I noticed that he wasn't getting forward as much as Esbrand on the other side, on the left back. However, someone in our stream said he is normally a centre back, which would therefore explain why he's not bombing forward as much. I thought though in the second half he did go forward a lot more, and I thought you've seen a lot more of him on the ball. And I thought he was a lot better in the second half. But yeah, a good debut, bro.
Yeah, it was a good debut. I think out of the lads, I thought he was... First half, I was thinking he was the worst one of the lot, like, do you know what I mean? Because of the way it was. But finding out that he's actually a centre-back playing right-back kind of summed it up, really, do you know what I mean? And then I think maybe second half, Pep told him, half-time, get forward more. You're not playing centre-back, playing right-back. And that's why we've seen him bombing it up. He seems to get a second wind.
Yeah.
Who's next, bro?
Next, so his partner Burns. I think is he got Finley Burns? Yeah, Finley Burns, centre back. I actually thought he was quite quiet. However, that's a good sign.
That's a good sign. Yeah, if you're the grey man, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good as a centre back.
Especially when you're defending against Akinfenwa, mate. If you come off and we go, I don't really remember you doing anything. When you're defending against Akinfenwa, I think that's a very, very good point. So clearly his positioning is very, very good. He knows where to be when the ball's being lumped up and stuff. You're not going to win every header when you're playing against Akinfenwa, but I thought him and Mbete, we'll come on to in a second, dealt with it really, really well. And again, no real concerns, and he should be proud of himself for his performance. And Mbete is obviously his partner, looks a bit more built. Maybe he's the one who was probably more brave going into the challenges with Akinfenwa. He looks really pacey as well, which I really like about him.
He looks good. He looks good. He seems very comfortable at playing the ball out from the back, which is what you need from him. If you're going to play in the City side, you need that from your defenders, don't you? Yeah. He actually looked really good, really confident. He looks like something, and everyone's been saying he looks like something. You know what I mean? Like he's got a bright future, but after seeing him, you know what I mean? It's good to see what people are seeing him, because he actually looks good. Actually looks really, really good. Yeah,
no, and another good performance, and again, should be proud. For me, my man of the match for the academy boys, I thought it was absolutely incredible today. Wilson Esbrand. Now, I'm not sure how much of my bias is coming for the fact that we've not had a left back at this football club for 5-6 years, but I thought this guy was absolutely phenomenal. I thought first half especially, he basically owned that whole left side. Defensively, very, very good. Pacey, quick. When he lost the ball, he'd get it back because he's so quick. Going forward, really, really good. Did he get an assist as well? I think he did get an assist for the Mahrez goal, the first Mahrez goal. I thought he was absolutely phenomenal. He played about 70 minutes or so before he got substituted off. But yeah, he was absolutely magnificent tonight. And if he can play like that going forward in further opportunities that he gets, because he will get further opportunities because of how good he played, he's got a real chance, man, of breaking through. I genuinely believe that.
I mean, there's a gap at our left back position, so he has a mega chance. And tonight, it was like, I'm going to go out there and prove why I can be that player to step into that role, because he was really, really good. Really good. And then, like you say, I don't know if it is because we've not had a left back before, for a long time. We've not had a left back for ages, you know what I mean, playing midfielders there. So I don't know if it just feels like mint because you actually have an actual left back playing there. But he like you say, he owned that left hand side completely.
He owned it.
Pretty much all the attacks were pretty much going down that way, because Sterling was doing really well actually in creating a lot of space for him on the left hand side, but he smashed it. His recovery pace, and he touched on a little bit there, his recovery pace, every time he lost the ball, he'd sprint forward and get it back straight away. Pep would be looking at that and rubbing his hands, loving that, because he loves winning the ball back early, doesn't he?
Yeah, no, very, very well done to him. I thought he was probably the best out of the bunch. Lavia in centre mid. I felt sorry for Lavia, because I felt that first yellow card, the only yellow card that he got in the first half, hindered his game, because he kind of couldn't really go into challenges again in case he got sent off. And I just thought it was completely ridiculous, the booking that the referee gave Lavia, because the guy's foot rolled over the ball. Like, he didn't mean to make the challenge. Like, it was an accident, you know what I mean? His foot, he fell over the ball. What's he meant to do? He can't do anything about that. It's just unfortunate. So I just thought the referee sort of hindered him a little bit, because then he couldn't really be as physical as he probably wanted to be. Still was physical and challenged everything, but I just thought we could have got a little bit more had he not had that booking to his name. Defensively, though, he looks really, really good, really strong, confident going into challenges. And yeah, just a good performance, bro.
I think that I see the likeness to like John with him being like people say Ferner replacement, because he kind of, you know what I mean, he does have that kind of presence on the pitch. He's quite fast, runs about, he's not afraid of getting in tackles and stuff. I can see why people think that he can be the next thing after Fernandinho leaves. I do think there's a bit to learn yet. I don't think it's like, throw him in against Chelsea, you know what I mean? I don't think that's the case. But it's promising signs. I hope we see more of him throughout the season. He's in the Champions League squad, so I hope we do see more of him throughout the season, and then he can keep learning, keep getting better. Because I'm interested to see him against a tougher opposition and how he deals in that situation.
Yeah. Again, he didn't really have too much defensive work to do, and you are right with it. He needs to be tested a little bit more. I think he just needs more time to develop because of the type of player he is. Let's move on to the two subs then that come on. We'll start off with McAtee. He came on at left back, but in the end, I just think he thought, oh, fuck this, I ain't coming on in my debut. Is it his debut, wasn't it? And yeah, he just thought to himself.
He just kind of ended up just staying at the top, like left wing, innit? Like.
Didn't really do too much, but was very tidy on the ball. And Palmer come on at the same time. But the reason why we're talking about him a little bit more is because he scored that goal, picks the ball up in his own half, drives all the way to the edge of the penalty area, and then puts it in the back of the net. Could the goalkeeper have done better? Maybe, but it was a great finish and a great sign of things to come from Palmer.
Yeah, it was a mint finish, and you know what I mean. Like, he had Mahrez in space to his right hand side. The easy out ball would be to Mahrez. You know what I mean? Because you know Mahrez can smash it as well, but he took it upon himself. The confidence he's got to back himself to shoot there when he knows that if he misses, you've got like Phil Foden on one side, Riyad Mahrez on the other side. They'd be like, "Why ain't you passed him, innit?" But the fact that he just took it upon himself to shoot, which is something that doesn't really happen at City, it's mint. That was really, really good. It was like I say, it was a good finish. Don't know about the keeper. Keeper was dodgy all game anyway. But
he was
he'll be absolutely buzzing tonight. He'll be buzzing with that goal.
Yeah, no, a very good. All 6 of them did really, really well. Let's move into the player ratings then. Stefan 8.9. I thought he made a couple of good saves. Egan Riley gets an 8.4. Burns with an 8.1, and his partner in Betty slightly higher at an 8.6. I think that's probably just through the fact that I think he dealt with Akinfenwa a bit more than Burns.
Yeah.
And Wilson Edbrand gets 9.1, which I think is the highest of the academy players. So the extra club members agree with me and you. But you thought Edbrand was the best of the bunch.
Yeah, definitely, 100%.
Yeah, he gets the 9.1, so a very high rating for his debut.
Yeah, that's big. That's actually big. It's actually like, I mean, looking at it at first glance, you can overlook that, but that is big. 9.1. Midfield wise, then CDM, obviously Lavia was there, like we spoke about. He gets an 8.4. Foden, he gets the extra goals man of the match, deserving the right. He got, I think he should have got the actual games man of the match. He got our man of the match. He got a 9.8, and De Bruyne gets an 8.8. I do want to say it was very good that Foden and Kevin De Bruyne can play full 90 minutes. We do know that they can play full 90 minutes of football.
Yeah.
And that's good fitness going into this madness that we've got in the next week or two.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Mahrez with the 9 gets himself a couple of goals. Torres gets himself a goal. But I did feel sorry a bit for Torres because our wingers were playing so narrow that they were just shooting all the time. So he didn't really have any service, but still managed to get himself a goal nonetheless. Sterling with an 8. The subs are on screen, and Pep Guardiola gets himself a 9.3. So a great night for the Blues. We progress into the next round. The draw will be after the Man United game. So check that out, see who we get in the next round of the Carabao Cup. I'm really looking forward to it. I love this competition, I really do. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the video. If you have, make sure you smash a like on it. 1,000 is the target. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Go check out manscaped.com. Use code EXTRA20 if you want to get 20% off and free shipping and become part of 2 million men with smooth balls. And we'll see you in the next video. See you in a bit.